Did you called me, Dad? The man shifted his gaze from the paper closing parenthesis. Mr. Kim. Yes. Sit here. No need. Just tell me. Mr. Kim. No, I need to talk to you. Sit here quietly. The person sighed and sat at the front. Mr. Kim. So what did you decided? About what? Raised his eyebrows. Mr. Kim. You know very well what I'm talking about. Don't tell me that you're talking about marriage again. Mr. Kim. Exactly. I'm talking about this. There is nothing to be surprised. Why are you constantly disturbing me about this matter? I've already told you that I don't want to get married. The displeasure is clearly visible. On his face closing parenthesis. Mr. Kim. And why, Tae-young? You're already 28. This is perfect time to get married. Besides, you don't have any ambition to achieve. Tae-young. It doesn't mean that I've to marry. Why is this bothering you? Or is this any of your business deal? Is this how you talk to your father? A woman in her 40s said, stepping down the stairs and walked to them. Tae-young. Don't tell me what to do. Mind your own business. See, honey, how bright your son is. Despite being grateful to us, he is just behaving rude. Mr. Kim. Listen, Tae-young. The girl I choose for you is beautiful and educated. Also, she is from a Mafia family. They matches our level. Man said, trying to convince his son closing parenthesis. Step. See your condition, Tae-young. This is a great chance for you there. They're agreeing to give their daughter to a blind man. Tae-young. If you like this girl that much, then why don't you get her married to your son? This will be beneficial for you. Step. You can. She didn't complete her sentence. Before Mr. Kim interrupted. Mr. Kim. Now stop this, Tae-young. I've already promised them. This is my final decision. You're marrying this girl in next week. Tae-young. Do whatever you want. Just remember that I'll not take any responsibility of this marriage. He stand up from his sit and walked out to his room. Every way of this house is familiar to him, so he doesn't have any problem walking around. Also, he is very much sensible. He can feel everything that others can see. Entering in room, he slammed the door loudly, then took a vase from the sevenette and threw it on floor harshly. The sound of glass breaking reached living room. Glasses are scattered all over the room. Slowly he walked towards the bed, not caring about the glasses which is digging into his feet, and sat on. Tae-young. So they are forcing me to marry, and the girl agreed for it. You choose the hell by yourself. Let's see how much you can bear. There is no emotion on his face. 1 week passed. I don't want to marry at this age. Why are you involving me in this matter? A 22-year-old girl shouted on her father closing parenthesis. Dad. Try to understand. Why? We are facing a problem, and this is about our reputation. You have to cooperate. This is your family. Why? So, now I have to sacrifice myself by marrying a blind man. Your elder daughter run away, cause she cannot marry this man. That single quotes as not my fault. I cannot ruin my career. Dad. This marriage will not ruin your career. You can divorce him. Later. For now you have to marry him. And this is my order. Why? You cannot force me. I'm adult. I have rights to deny this marriage. Dad. I can. If I can give you freedom, and I also can take it back. Why? Face paled. Why? Then remember, as long as you're ruining my life, I'll not keep any relationship with you. Forget that you had a younger daughter named Y.N. Dad, get ready in 10 minutes. They're already here. I cannot keep them waiting much longer. Opening parenthesis, he left without carrying his daughter's emotion. She is here left alone with maids. Her father's behavior shocked her. Her father, who always treated her like a princess, never hearted her in life, is now forcing her, treating her like a trash. Her tears are flowing. Wiping away the tears, she got up and let them decorate her like a showpiece, accepting her fate. She looked at the man who was standing at the place of groom, his eyes on floor. Her father make her stand in front of him. Sensing someone's presence, the man shifted his eyes from floor to her. He can clearly sense that a light figure of a woman standing in front of him, who is obviously his soon-to-be wife. Time skip. After taking vows, Y.N. left with Taeyang and her in-laws. Of course, she didn't say bye to their dad. We reached the mansion, which is big as my father's. One. Taeyang left me alone in downstairs. Didn't look back once. I don't know what to do now. Then I saw Mrs. Kim is coming to me. I greeted her. Step. Mom. Hey, Y.N. he left you alone there. How rude, she said, giving a not happy smile. I felt awkward. Step. Mom. Wait. I'll call a maid to show you the room. Opening parenthesis. And a maid came and took me to his room. The maid left after showing me his room. I entered inside. There is too dark. Lights are off. This room is giving a horror vibe. I don't like it. How a human can leave like this? Does he really live in dark? Y.N. Wait, where is this man? Why, the room is empty, I said after not seeing Taeyang here. Y.N. Oh ho, why me even thinking about him? This is good for me. If he is not here, I should think about myself. I needed to change, so I took a pant and t-shirt from my luggage and went to the washroom. After 30 minutes of warm shower, I came out from washroom. I was wiping my hair in front of mirror and thinking about my life. What happened between some hours? I was a strong, independent woman some hours ago. And now I'm married. Married with a man whom I don't know, who cannot see, a blind man. I heard that he is talented and can do everything by his own. Even heard that he works with his father as Mafia. Well, I don't care about he is blind or not. I'm just worried about my future. What will be the future of this marriage? Chain of my thoughts broke as I saw a reflection through mirror. It's Taeyang. He is coming from the balcony. As Taeyang entered the room, he felt a new scent. He sensed a new figure is here. His face is unreadable. As he spoke Thyung. Can I know what are you doing in my room? I become a little nervous by his sudden question. Y.N. Mrs. Kim send me here. Taeyang's expression darken. His jaw clench. He takes a step closer, his presence overwhelming. Taeyang. Mrs. Kim, you mean that woman? Her orders mean nothing to me, and neither do you. He turns his back on me. Dismissive leave. Y.N. Don't misbehave with me. Everyone knows we are husband-wife, so I have to stay in this room. Otherwise I don't have any wishes to stay with you. Taeyang's hands clenched into fists at his sides, his anger simmering just below the surface. He whirls around to face me, his blind eyes flashing with annoyance. Taeyang, fine, you'll stay in this room, but don't think for a second that this means I want you here. I didn't said anything. Taeyang's expression sours further at my non-verbal response. He points to the bed. Tyung. That is my bed. You can sleep on the floor. And don't touch my things without my permission. He begins to unbutton his shirt, preparing for bed, completely disregarding my presence. Why? What? I'll sleep on floor, and what made you think that? He pauses, his shirt halfway unbuttoned. He looks at me, his blind eyes cold. Tyung. This is my room, my rules. Besides, I never said we'd share a bed. He resumes unbuttoning his shirt, clearly done with the conversation. Why? Don't you know how to respect a woman when that woman is your wife? He finishes unbuttoning his shirt and lets it fall to the floor. He stands
What did
there,
I do to deserve
this
this
disrespect
there?
from you? His expression
Taeyang
walks
kneels
over to his bed and sits down. Respect is earned, his
not
back
given.
to me.
And you,
Tyung,
my dear
you
wife,
existed,
you were chosen
done
for me
nothing to
without
earn my
my
respect, consent. You represent everything I detest. An arranged marriage, a woman I don't love, and a life I never wanted. Why? That's not my fault. I'm also forced into this marriage. He lies down on the bed, his voice muffled by the pillow. Taeyang. That may be so, but you're the symbol of my cage, and I can't look at you without feeling resentful. Now, sleep on the floor and leave me in peace. His voice hardens. Do you think I came from street that you can treat me badly? I'm daughter of well-known Mafia, muffled by the pillow. His voice remains unchanging. Closing parenthesis. Tyung. Ah. Yes. Your father is a powerful Mafia boss. How quaint. And I'm sure he's just thrilled to have his precious daughter married off to a blind, unloved man. Why? Don't talk about my father. See, if you don't want to stay with me you can leave. But I'll sleep in bed. Saying that I climb bed on bed and lay to other side. His body tenses as I climb onto the bed. He turns his head slightly, his blind eyes seeming to look at me. Taeyang, you dare. He sits up, his voice low and dangerous. Get off the bed, now. His hand clenches into a fist. His anger palpable. Closing parenthesis. Y. I cannot sleep on floor. His face contorts with anger, his voice rising. Taeyang. Then sleep on the couch, sleep on the balcony, sleep hanging from the ceiling. I don't care. But you will not sleep in my bed. He takes a deep, calming breath, trying to regain his composure. Why? Okay, let's see how you can push me out of the bed. Taeyang's intense gaze holds mine, his voice low and gravelly. Tyung. You don't know the true extent of my power, but I'll show you, and when I do, you'll tremble before me.